Black Rose Theater, and let me start out by saying good evening. Good evening. We're so glad to see you here tonight. My name is Lydie Vick, and I'm the director of this production you're about to see tonight. Be still, my heart. It is Lieutenant Brannigan of the New York City Police Department. Good evening, Lieutenant.
Before Miss Lydie talks about some things, there are a few things I need to go over with you that are matters of public safety and law. First, public safety. We've never had a major accident or major emergency here at Broadway and West 49th Street, but if there were to be an emergency, I want you to know that there's an exit back here, there's an exit here, obviously. But there's also one back this direction, just through there, just follow Broadway out. Also, I need you to know that this is a street, so there will be traffic coming in and out this street. If you happen to need to leave and come back in as the show is going on, just look both ways before you cross. We don't want an accident here. And also, we don't have a whole lot of money here to fight lawsuits, and copyright suits are just not something we want to have to deal with, so please, no video photography. So, no video. Then, criminal law, my favorite stuff. All right, we need you to be sure and not use flash photography. Now, over here on Broadway, where all the theaters are, you know, they don't say good luck because somehow that's bad luck. Theater people are weird, I don't know. So they say break a leg. Well, if you take flash photography, it could temporarily blind somebody for a moment. An accident could happen, like slipping off a curb and breaking a leg. That's what they say for good luck. We don't want any broken legs, we just want to say break a leg. So no flash photography. And also we would like for you to turn off your cell phone. Don't text or anything while you're here, because then I'd have to come after you for disturbing the peace. And then lastly, we're going to have an intermission in a bit. There will be some food and drink. You're welcome to bring your food and drink in, but please take your trash out with you, because I don't want to have to come look after you for littering. So if you'll take care of those things, then we'll all be happy and have a good time. Thank you.
Thank you, Lieutenant. I would like to try to remember a few things tonight that I have forgotten the last several nights. One is that during intermission, you're welcome to partake of any food and drink, candy and drink and so forth. We also have on sale a couple of CDs by a lady I'll introduce you to in just a moment. And they are for sale, piano CDs, compositions and adaptations by one of our accompanists, Sally Kidwell. If you purchase any of those CDs, part of the money will come to Black Rose Theater, so you will have a lovely CD of music and also will help Black Rose. As many of you know, particularly those of you sitting up here in these broken seats, Black Rose needs new chairs badly. We've been very blessed to have the ones that we have, but they were used when we got them, and they've been here about 18 years, I think. So, some of them are in pretty bad shape. So we're about to start a campaign, I believe, to purchase some new chairs. If you'll notice, out in the lobby, there is a chair sitting off by itself. Feel free to sit in that chair and see how comfy it is. It's very, very comfortable, and we're hoping to get enough of those chairs to fill this theater. But that's going to take about $18,000. And if anyone would like to write us a check tonight, I have several board members here who'd be glad to take your money. That's just make out your $18,000 check to Black Rose Theater. I know they'll take it. And I would just ask you please to remember us, come back and see us again. We have auditions, and I don't know the dates, but I think it's in your program. Our 2012 season. Charlie Brown, Your Good Man Charlie Brown is our next show. It'll be for children and teens, directed by Dixie Gray, who you'll see on the stage. And now I'm going to introduce you to a couple of folks, and then I'll get out of the way and let you do what you came for. Winnie, wave your hand. That's Winnie Clegg, one of our accompanists. She does some playing and also some sound effects. And her sister Rachel is running lights. And their real life father is Lieutenant Brannigan, who just came out here. And at the other keyboard is Sally Kidwell. You can wave your hand too. Sally recently moved here from Ohio, and we're just so happy that she found us. It was kind of an accident that she found us, but we're really glad. And so we have welcomed her into our family. And let me ask, how many of you have never been to Black Rose Theater before? Would you raise your hand if you've never been here? Wow, that's a good little group. Great. Well, now that you are here and sitting in our seats, let me just tell you that it's a tradition here that once you sit here, you're part of our family. So make yourself at home, relax, enjoy yourself. And the last couple of nights, our audiences have been so appreciative. It's been amazing to us. And so I hope that you will let these folks know how much you appreciate their time and their effort. Feel free to laugh and applaud anytime you'd like to. And if it's in the wrong place, we won't care. Okay? The more laughter and applause, the more you'll get from them. So I hope that you will enjoy yourself and keep on coming back to Black Rose. That's what we're here for. Hope that you will come and audition for some of our shows at some point. And if you have any questions or comments, there are board members or see me or whatever through the show. Thank you so much and welcome to New York City.
can do, can do. This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do, can do, can do.
I got a Valentine, 'cause I'm born in line.
This guy says the horse can do.
Tonight.
This guy says the horse can do. Can do, can do. Go for a beer on light. I hear his foot's all right. Of course, it all depends if it rained last night.
I got a Valentine, 'cause my words look fine.
This horse means the horse likes mine. Yes, this means the horse likes mine. Slice back, slice back. I show you Paul Revere. Now this is no bone steer. It's from a handicapper that's real sincere.
I got a Valentine, 'cause
Can
I'm born in line.
This guy says the horse can
Drive tonight.
This guy says the horse can
This guy says the horse
can
Valentine.
Hold him. I got the horse right here.
Brothers and sisters, resist the devil and he will flee from you. That is what the Bible tells us, and that is why I am standing here in the devil's own city, in the devil's own street, prepared to do battle with the forces of evil. Hear me, you gamblers, with your dice, your cards, your horses. Pause and think before it is too late. You are in great danger. I'm not speaking of the prisons or the gallows, but of a greater punishment that awaits you. Just around the corner is our little mission, where you are always welcome to seek refuge from this jungle of sin. Do not think of me as Sergeant Sarah Brown, but as Sarah Brown, your sister. Remember, folks, it is the Save a Soul mission, located at 409 West 49th Street, open all day and night with a special prayer meeting this Thursday.
Poor Miss Sarah. I wonder why a refined doll like her got mixed up in the mission dodge.
She's a beautiful doll, all right, with 100% eyes.
It is too bad that such a doll wastes all her time being good. How can she make any money from that?
Maybe she owns a piece of the mission.
Yeah.
Hey, Benny South Street.
Harry the horse, how are you? You know Nicely Johnson?
Yeah, how goes it?
Nicely, nicely, thank you.
So, what about Nathan Detroit? You got a place for this crap game?
We don't know yet.
The heat is on.
He's still looking for a place.
You let him know I'm in town. I'm loaded and looking for action. I just acquired 5,000 potatoes.
5,000 bucks?
Where did you acquire it?
Collected the reward of my father.
I wish Nathan would find a place. Everybody wants in on a piece of
Why, Lieutenant Brannigan? Mr. South Street, it is Lieutenant Brannigan of the New York Police Department.
Pleasure. Any of you guys seen Nathan Detroit?
Which Nathan Detroit is that?
I mean the Nathan Detroit who's been running a floating crap game around here, getting away with it by moving to a different spot every night.
Why are you telling us this, Your Honor?
I'm telling you this because I know you two bums work for Detroit, rustling up customers for his game.
We do?
Yeah, you can tell him from me. I know he's running around looking for a spot, and nobody's going to give him a spot because they know Brannigan is breathing down their neck.
Oh, hiya, Nathan.
Hi, fellas. Look, I'm having terrible trouble. Everybody's scared on account of that lousy Brannigan.
Something the matter, Mr. Detroit?
Hello, Lieutenant. I hope you do not think I was speaking of you. There are other lousy Brannigans.
Talking to your colleagues about your game, I imagine you're having trouble finding a place.
Well, the heat is on, as well, you must know from the fact that you have to live on your own salary now.
Nathan, did you find a place?
What does that fellow want from me? What am I, a sex maniac? No, I merely run a game for the enjoyment of those who want a little action. In return for which I take a cut off the top. Is that such a crime? Yeah.
Nathan, did you find a place?
Did you find a place for the game?
Did I find a place? Yes, I found a place. We're going to have it tomorrow night at Radio City Music Hall.
How are you going to fix the ushers?
I have tried all of the regular places. The back of the cigar store, the funeral parlor.
Nathan, you said once there might be a chance at the Biltmore Garage.
I was down at the Biltmore Garage, spoke to Joy Biltmore himself. Says he might take a chance if I give him $1,000.
$1,000?
In cash. He won't take my marker.
Marker's no good, huh?
What do you mean my marker's no good? A marker is not just a piece of paper that says, I owe you $1,000 signed Nathan Detroit. It's like a pledge on which a guy cannot welch. Like not saluting the American flag. My marker is as good as gold. Only Julie Billboard don't think so. It just don't seem right and without a livelihood. I have been running this crap game since I was a juvenile delinquent.
Nathan, can't you do something?
What can I do? I'm broke. I did not even have enough money to buy Adelaide a present today. Oh, today is mine and Adelaide's anniversary.
Yeah?
Yes. We have been engaged 14 years.
Nathan, concentrate on the game. The town's up the hill with high players. The Greeks in town.
And Brandy Bottle Bates.
Scram and Slim.
I know. But where can I have the game?
The Biltmore Garage wants a grant.
But we ain't got a grant on hand.
And they now got a lock on the door of the gym at PS 84.
There's the stock room behind McCloskey's bar.
But Mrs. McCluskey ain't a good scout.
And things being as they are, back of the police station's out.
So the Biltmore Garage is the spot. But the $1,000 we ain't got. Why is good old reliable Nathan Detroit? If you're looking for action, he'll furnish the spot. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Not for good old reliable Nathan, where it's always just a short walk to the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York. There are well-heeled
Gentlemen, do not worry. Nathan Detroit's crop game will float again. The boys will let you know where.
Say, you know who else is looking for action? Scott Masterson's back.
Sky Masterson's in town? That's the highest roller of them all. Higher than the Greek. Higher than anybody? Why do you think they call him Sky? That's how high he likes to bet. I once saw him bet $5,000 on a cockroach. And another time, he had a temperature and he was sick. He would not take penicillin on account of he had bet his temperature would go up to 104.
Well, did it?
He's so lucky it went up to 106.
Maybe you can borrow the 1,000 from Scott.
No, Sky, that ain't lending money. That's definitely money. So why don't I bet Sky $1,000 on something?
You would bet with Sky Masterson?
Sure. I am not afraid to take a risk. As long as I know it's a bet I cannot lose. Now Sky likes crazy bets. Like which lump of sugar a fly will land on, or you can kick a piece of cheesecake. Cheesecake, that's it. Go over to Mindy's restaurant. Ask Mindy how many pieces of cheesecake he sold yesterday and how many pieces of strudel.
How many pieces of cheesecake? How many pieces of strudel?
What do you want to know for? Just go ask. Here comes Adelaide, and if she thinks I'm running a game, she'll never set foot on me again.
Oh, hello, Nathan, dear.
Adelaide, picture.
You go ahead, girls. Order me a tuna fish on rye and a chocolate sundae with tomato ketchup and mayonnaise. Okay, Adelaide. We gotta get back to the hot dogs.
You still rehearsing?
Yeah. That slave driver Charlie, he been working us all day. Finally, I told him, Charlie, I'm starving. I gotta get out of here and get something to eat. And he says, you don't want to eat. You just want to meet that cheap bum Nathan Detroit.
And what did you say to him?
I told him, I'll meet whoever I want.
Well, now you don't go getting yourself upset. How's your cold?
It's much better, thank you. Nate,
Yes.
happy anniversary.
Ooh, a present for me.
I hope you like it.
A belt.
Read the card.
Sugar is sweet, and so is jelly. So put this belt around your belly. Adelaide, that is so sweet. About your present. I was going to get you a diamond wristwatch with a gold band and 2 rubies on each side.
Oh, Nathan, you shouldn't have.
Don't worry, I didn't. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I kind of like it when you forget to give me presents. Makes me feel like we're married.
Don't worry, honey. One day, I will be in the dough, and you will have more ink than a needle.
Nathan, dear, I don't need anything at all. So long as you don't start running that crap game again.
The crap game? What an absurd idea!
1,200 cheesecake, 1,500 strudel.
Yesterday, Mindy sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
Nathan, what is this?
That is nothing, dear.
Hey, any news yet?
No, I will let you know.
All right, Detroit.
What was that about?
His wife's having a baby.
So why is he asking me?
He's nervous. It's his first wife. Look at her. I know you're hungry, and I'm waiting to figure out.
Are you trying to get rid of me, Nathan?
No. I just would not want your sandwich to get soggy. Fellas, why don't you take Adelaide over to the drugstore? You see, you've got your coat and there's a lot of open manhole covers between here and there. I wouldn't want you to get Sadie sick of.
Oh, Nathan, you're so thoughtful. You're just the sweetest thing. Goodbye.
Skymaster, sir.
Nathan Detroit, you old promoter.
How you doing? You look great.
Feel great, Nathan. 2 weeks out in West Nevada, great place. Beautiful scenery, a healthy climate, and I even bet up 50 G's at blackjack.
50 G's? You gonna be in town long?
No, I'm headed to Havana tomorrow.
Havana?
Yeah, there's a lot of action going on down there. You want to come along?
No, I got a lot to do here. But let's say we go over to Mindy's and get a piece of cheesecake.
No, I'm not hungry. Tell me, how is Adelaide?
She's good. Still dancing at the hot box.
I suppose one of these days you two will be getting married?
We all got to go sometime.
Now, Nathan, we gotta remember, as pleasant a doll's company may be, she must always come second when the aces are back to back.
Yeah. So you hungry yet? We can go to Mindy's, get a piece of cheesecake, get a piece of strudel or something.
No, I got the late results, so I'm gonna go check them out.
Oh. But you will admit that Mindy's has the best cheesecake in the country.
Yes, I'm quite partial to Mindy's cheesecake.
And yet there are some who prefer Mindy's strudel. Just offhand, would you say Mindy's sells more cheesecake or strudel?
Well, never really given it much thought before. But if I was willing to bet, I'd say Mindy sells more cheesecake than strudel.
For how much?
Huh?
For how much?
Now, Nathan, I didn't know you as a betting man. You always took your percentage off the top.
I thought for old time's sake I needed a little action. So let's say I bet $1,000 that yesterday Mindy sold more cheesecake than strudel.
Nathan, let me tell you a story. When I was a young man about to go out into the world, my father says, let me tell you a very valuable thing. He says, son, the old man says, I am sorry that I'm not able to roll you a large start. And not having any potatoes to give to you, I'm going to state to you some very valuable advice. He says, one day in your travels, a man is going to walk up to you and he's going to show you a brand new deck of cards. The seal hasn't been broken yet. He is going to bet to you that he can make the jack of spades jump out and squirt cider in your ear. But do not take that bet, for as sure as you stand there, you're going to end up with cider in your ear. Now, Nathan, I do not claim that you've been clocking Mindy's cheesecake.
Scott, you do not think.
If you're willing to bet, I bet you $1,000 you don't know the color of the necktie you're wearing.
No bet. Green. What a crazy color.
Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore.
Oh, leave me alone.
Oh, hiya, Sky.
Good, how you fellas doing?
Oh, not bad.
Nicely, nicely. Nathan, we took Miss Adelaide to the drugstore, and she says for you to pick her up at the Hot Box after the show, and don't be late.
Okay, yes, dear. Ooh, yes, yes.
Yes, dear. That's husband talk if I ever heard it. Nathan, you are trapped. In Adelaide, you have found a girl most difficult to unload.
But I don't want to unload Adelaide. I love her. She is my doll. And without a doll, who would yell at a fella? Dolls are a necessity.
I don't mean to put a rap on dolls. I think it's nice to have them around when guys want them. Plus, they're easy to find.
No, not dolls like Adelaide.
Figuring, weight to age, all dolls are the same.
Oh. Then how come you ain't got a doll? How come you're going to Havana alone?
I like to travel light. Plus, if I wanted to take a doll to Havana, there's a large assortment available.
Oh, not the high-class dolls.
Any doll, you name it.
Any doll, and I name it. Are you willing to bet on that? Are you willing to bet $1,000 that if I name the doll, you can take her to Havana?
You got a bet.
I name her.
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 Cider.
every day.
Do you take sinners here?
Indeed we do.
Sarah,
How do you do?
My name is Abernathy. Arvide Abernathy.
Sky Masters.
Oh, what's wrong?
What is the trouble?
My heart is heavy with sin.
You poor man.
I've wasted my life at gambling and evil betting, but I've recently realized the trouble it can lead to.
Agatha. Talk.
Say, didn't I see you on Broadway a little while ago?
Possibly. I've been wandering around this place all day just trying to get the courage to come in.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Gladly. I would have never began gambling if it wasn't for my evil companions always offering me sucker bets.
Here, young man.
Thank you. It makes me feel good just to come talk to you people.
You just go right on talking to Sister Sarah and you'll be all right. I'm glad you found us.
The Bible says, seek and you shall find.
Very good. I wish we could reach more sinners like you. We are out every day trying.
Maybe you should try the nighttime.
How's that?
As a former sinner, I happen to know that the best time of the day to find sinners is between midnight and dawn. You should even have an all-night session against the devil.
A very good suggestion indeed. Thank you, Brother Masters.
You're welcome.
Coffee is so good, I can't understand why it isn't a sin.
Fine, gentlemen. I suppose he looks after you?
We look after each other.
And if one goes someplace, the other one goes along?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Here are two pamphlets I think you should read. I think you'll find they'll give you a great deal of comfort.
Thank you.
And we're having a prayer meeting on Thursday, which I'm sure you'll like to attend.
I'm sure. Miss Sarah, I hope that you do not think I'm getting out of line by my saying this, but I think it's nice that a doll, a lady like yourself, would sacrifice herself for the sake of others. Have you ever wanted to travel, go anywhere, or do anything?
Well, I would like to go to Africa.
That's a bit far. There are a lot of wonderful places just a couple hours from New York. Have you ever been by plane?
No.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Here is another pamphlet I think you should read.
Thank you. Of course, I will need a lot of personal assistance as my heart is as black as 2 feet down a wolf's belly.
Well, I'll be speaking at the prayer meeting on Thursday.
I need private lessons. How about dinner?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry, just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. That's wrong.
What's wrong?
It's not Proverbs, it's Isaiah.
No, it's Proverbs.
Sorry, no peace unto the wicked. Isaiah chapter 57, verse 21. Isaiah?
Isaiah.
Been 2 things in every hotel room around the country. Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. I must have read the good book 10 or 12 times.
Wait, you've read the Bible 12 times?
What's the matter with the Bible? The information comes in handy quite frequently. I once won 5 G's on parlay. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
I told you I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Look, lying's a sin. I'm a big sinner. You give me it's 8 to 5 and the others shall follow, and you need sinners.
We're managing.
Let's be honest. This mission is laying an egg. Why don't you let me help you? I bet I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
All right, then I'll make you a proposition. When is this meeting of yours? Thursday. I guarantee to fill this place with 12 sinners. I also guarantee that they will sit and listen to everything that you have to say.
And what's my end of this bargain?
You have dinner with me.
Why do you want to have dinner with me?
Because I'm hungry. Here.
What's this?
Sky Masterson's marker for 12 sinners. If you don't think it's good, ask anyone in town. I owe you a dozen sinners. I'll pick you up at noon tomorrow for dinner.
What? At noon?
Well, it'll take us some time to get there.
To get where?
To my favorite restaurant, El Cafe Cubana Havana.
Oh, El Cafe Cubana Havana?
Well, where do you want to eat? Howard Johnson's?
Havana?
The plane gets us there in 5 hours and back in the same night. Plus, the food is great.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, that when you were describing the blackness of your heart, you didn't do yourself justice.
And I now realize, Miss Sarah, that no matter how beautiful the sergeant is, she's still just the sergeant.
Please go away.
Why don't you change your pitch, Sarge? Come one and all. Except guys. I hate guys.
I don't hate anybody.
Except me. But I'm glad to know it's me and not every guy in general. Gee, there must be a guy out there who might appeal to the sergeant. I wonder what he'll be like.
Oh, you will not be a gambler.
I'm not interested in what he will not be. I'm interested in what he will be.
Don't worry, I'll know. For I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber to the wisdom in his head, to the homey aroma of his pipe.
You have wished yourselves a Scarsdale Galahad, the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers type.
Yes, and I shall meet him when the time is right.
Got this all figured out.
I have?
Including what he smokes, all figured out?
All figured out. I'll know when my love comes along. I won't take a chance, for oh, he'll be just what I need, not some fly-by-night Broadway romance.
And you'll know at a glance by the two pair of pants.
I'll know by his calm, steady voice, those feet on the ground. I'll know as I run to his arms that at last I go home safe and sound. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be strong, for I'll know when my love comes along.
No. You're talking about love. You can't dope it like that. What are you talking about, a guy or a horse?
I wouldn't expect a gambler to understand.
Would you like to hear a gambler's stance on a big heart throb?
No.
Well, I'll tell you. Mine will come as a surprise to me. Mine I lead to chance and chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Suddenly I'll know when my love comes along. I'll know then and there. I'll know at the sight of her face how I care, how I care, how I care. But I'll stop and I'll stare and I'll know long before we can speak. I'll know in my heart. I'll know and I won't ever ask. Am I right? Am I wise? Am I smart? But I'll stop and I'll stare at that face in the throne. Yes,
Is this the Biltmore garage? Let me speak to Joey Biltmore.
Who's this?
Nathan Detroit.
This is Joey. What do you want?
Calling about do you know?
What?
The crap game.
What?
The crap game.
Wait a minute, I got a customer.
Hurry it up, will ya?
What do you got? No, what do you say, Nathan?
The crap game.
Hey, don't say that on the phone. What's the cops on this number?
The dice game. Look, is it okay if we use your place tomorrow night?
See if I get a $1,000.
You'll have it tomorrow.
You call me tomorrow.
Joel. You will have it tomorrow. Would I lie to you?
Yes.
I'm getting it from Sky Masterson.
How do you know?
I made him a bet. A bet I cannot lose. I bet him he could not take a certain doll to Havana.
Why couldn't you?
But she ain't the kind of doll that goes to Havana.
Where did she go?
She don't go nowhere. That's how I know I'm gonna win.
You're so sure it ain't a horse, it's a dog.
But Joey,
Nathan, there will be no crap named your mama again. Don't lose balance.
Joey, you have known me a long
That's why I
time.
want you to lose balance.
Joey. All right. Well, I got to go meet Adelaide at the hot box. I will have your money to you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye.
I hope you get stabbed by a Studebaker.
And now, for the grand finale of our Round the World review, we take you down on the farm with our star, Miss Adelaide, and the Hot Box Farmerettes.
Miss Adelaide. I love you. A bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck, and a barrel and a heap, and I'm talking in my sleep about you. About you. I'm having trouble sleeping. 'Cause I love you. A bushel and a peck. You bet your pretty neck I do. Toodle-little-little, toodle-little-little, toodle-little-little. You got your pretty neck, I do. Toodle-little-little, toodle-little-little, toodle-little-little. Goodbye now. Toodle-little-little, toodle-little-little,
I love you. Bushel and a peck. Lousy Joey Biltmore needs a rope around his neck.
Hello, Nathan, darling.
Hiya, pie face.
How are you, handsome?
What you got there?
Oh, it's a book. A book?
You're always reading books now. You're gonna become a regular bookie.
Nathan, this one is very interesting. I went to the doctor today about my cold.
How is your cold?
It's the same. And he asked me how long I had had it, and I told him a long time. And I told him I thought it was on account of me dancing without any clothes on, which is what I usually wear. And he said for me to read this book because it might be due to psychology.
Psychology? You don't got that, do you?
Nathan, this is the kind of psychology that tells you what kinds of girls will do certain types of things.
Would it tell you why a certain doll would go for a certain guy for which you would not think she would do?
What do you mean?
There are certain dolls you can almost guarantee will not go for certain guys.
Nathan, no matter how terrible a fellow may seem, you can never be too sure a girl won't go for it. Take us.
Yeah.
Nathan, starting with next week, I'll be getting a raise, and I was wondering, what are we making? What you think? Maybe we could get married?
Sure, we're gonna get married. Sooner or later.
I know. But I'm starting to worry about Mother.
What about your mother?
Nathan, this is something I never told you before. But my mother, back in Rhode Island, she thinks we're married already.
Why would she think a thing like that?
I couldn't be engaged for 14 years, could I? People in Rhode Island don't do that. They get married.
Well then, why is Rhode Island such a small state?
Anyway, I told her we were married.
You did, huh?
Uh-huh. After about 2 years.
After about 2 years, what?
We had a baby.
You told your mother we had a baby?
Mother wouldn't have understood if we hadn't.
Okay, so what kind of baby was it?
Oh, it was a boy. I named him after you, Nathan.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
And where's little Nathan Jr. now?
Well, he's in boarding school. I heard Mother you won the football game last Saturday.
I wish I'd bet on that one.
But Nathan, I didn't know Nathan.
Don't tell me he has a little sister.
All those years, Mother believes in big families.
Okay, what's the grand total?
5?
5? Your mother must be a glutton for punishment.
Well, it doesn't have to be a lie if we get married.
Like, how could you do something like that to a nice old broad like your mother?
You don't even know my mother.
No, but I'm sure I'll be meeting her soon, and what will I tell her I did with 5 kids? Traded them to the Phillies?
We could get married.
It's just nothing you jump into like a kettle of fish. You're not ready.
I'm ready, Nathan. What do you think I got in the box? Nathan! What do you think I got in the box?
I can't guess. Sounds wedding shop.
It's a wedding veil. I've had it for 3 years. I won't show it to you because it's bad luck. Do you want to see?
No, it's bad luck.
So you see, Nathan dear, I got the veil. Now all we need is our license and our blood tests.
What?
Our blood tests. It's a law.
What a crazy city. First they shut down my game, and now they want to open up my veins.
Nathan? You're not running that crap game again, are you?
No. I gave up the game because I love you And I wanted us to be the happiest married couple in the world.
Anybody seen the earring out here?
I don't think so.
You. I'm always headed up tomorrow night to society nights and he calls it off all the time in your stupid crap game. Honestly, Adelaide, I believe you. Here it is.
Adelaide, look, I'm down on my knees.
Oh, get up. It reminds me of your crap game.
Come on, Adelaide. We're gonna be okay. You and I love each other and we're gonna get married.
I don't believe you anymore.
Come on. You will feel better tomorrow. Now cheer up. Give me a smile. I will see you tomorrow.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration, may react with psychosomatic symptoms, difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. Oh no. In other words, just from waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can spray her wherever you figure the straps are caught behind like. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work if she's tired of getting that fisheye from that hotel like a person can develop a cold. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows a neurotic tendency. C note. Tendency, C note. Oh, good. Okay, here it is. Get it. Chronic organic syndrome. Toxic or hypertense. Involving the eye, the ear, the nose, and throat. Ugh. In other words, just from wondering whether the wedding is on a roll, a person can develop a cough. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the bromo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's still kind of getting the name for herself and the name ain't, here's a person can develop a cough. And furthermore, just from stalling and stalling and stalling the wedding trip, a person
Hey, nicely. What you looking at?
Sky was just following Miss Sarah, and you should have seen her. She gave him a look that would have cooled off a moose at mating time.
Great. Just so he don't take the doll to Havana.
Havana? He couldn't take this doll to New Rochelle. Hey, where's Nathan? He ought to start lining up the game.
Well, I don't know. He's probably out looking for Adelaide. She's mad at him again.
That Miss Adelaide, she is always taking his mind off honest work.
I know. You would think that a smart businessman like Nathan would know better than to go and fall in love with his own fiancée.
Benny, that is his weakness, and we should be tolerant, because I am told that it is a worldwide weakness. Look! What's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. A picture about a Minnesota man so in love with a Mississippi girl that he sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy.
What's in the Daily News? I'll tell you what's in the Daily News. Story about a guy who bought his wife a small ruby with what otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the Daily News.
What's happening all over? Tell you what's happening all over. Guy sitting at home by a television set who once used to be something of a rover. That's what's happening all over. Love is the thing that has licked them, and it looks like Nathan's just another victim. Yes, sir, when you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some doll.
When you spot a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's insane, as only a dime could be for a Jane.
When you meet a gent paying all kinds of rent for a plaque that could flatten the Taj Mahal, call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money that the guy's only doing it for some doll.
When you see a Joe saving half of his dough, you can bet they'll be making it for some doll.
When a bum buys wine like a bum can afford, it's a sense that the bum is under the thumb of some little broad.
When you meet a mug lately out of the jug, but he's still lifting platinum ball wrong.
Call it hell, call it heaven, it's a probable 12 to 7 that the guy's only doing it for some doll.
When you see a sport and his cash has run short, you can bet that he's banking it with some doll.
When a guy wears tails with the front gleaming white, who the hell do you think he's tickling pink on Saturday night?
When a lazy slob gets a good steady job and he smells of Vitalis and Barbasol.
Call it dumb, call it clever, but you can get odds forever that the guy's only doing it for some doll, some doll, some doll. The guy's only doing it for some doll.
Well, we finally lost it.
I do think you should have paid some attention to him.
He did attend every meeting we had this morning.
He must be interested in our work.
Very. But you did speak with these, Sarah. It's no use. I just can't reach these people. Let's go into lunch. And to think I was going to have these gamblers just begging to come into the mission. General Cartwright!
Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning, General.
Didn't know that you were coming into town today.
Yes, I got in early this morning. I spent the last hour trying to find you.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've been going straight to straight, trying to stimulate more interest. Good morning, General.
Good morning. Sarah, there's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Won't you come have lunch with us?
No, I can't, dear. I have several other calls to make. Sarah, we at headquarters have come to a definite conclusion. We have decided to close this branch of the mission.
No.
Close the mission.
You can't close the mission. Someone can do good here, even if I can't.
Sarah, there are so many other calls on us. So many places where our work is really needed.
But we are doing much better now.
We've announced a big meeting for tomorrow night.
You've announced a meeting, but will anyone come? Will anybody be here?
Pardon me, General. My name is Sky Masterson, former sinner.
How do you do?
How do I do? I wish to protest the closing of this mission. I believe Miss Sarah can do great work here.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, but I'm not so sure.
$1 will get you 10.
What?
Might I make a suggestion?
Yes.
I think you should come to the meeting tomorrow. Don't you think that'd be a good idea?
Well, if I thought the mission had any...
General, I personally guarantee you 1,000 sinners.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah.
Remember, no one will be let into the game without they got their red carnation. It's like a password.
Okay, but where's the game?
I'll tell you in a minute. Nathan, is it all set? Can I let the guys know what's at the Biltmore garage?
No, I gotta stall a little while first. The money from Sky can come down. Joey wants his money first.
It's almost 11 o'clock. I don't know how much longer they're going to stick around.
So sorry. Come yet. But I left my hotel to wait for him. Where's the dough?
It hasn't come yet.
I told you to wait at the hotel for the money from Sky.
I had to get some groceries. I felt a little faint.
Go back to the hotel. Do not return without the money from Sky. Even if you starve to death first.
Okay, Nathan.
So where's the game, Detroit?
Harry the horse. How you doing? How's Brooklyn?
If there's no game tonight, I'm sure we'll all seek entertainment elsewhere.
Harry, now take it easy.
I hope you don't spoil my evening, Detroit. Inasmuch I'm entertaining a very prominent guest tonight. I'd like to introduce Big Julie from Chicago.
Well, hello, Big Julie. Welcome to our fair city, in which the heat is on. Now, if you will just be a little patient, we will have you your game and your action.
So what do you say, Big Julie? Please take care, or should we go on?
I came here to shoot crap. Let's shoot crap.
Sure.
Nay. If there's no crap game tonight, Big Julie here will be considerably displeased, and he doesn't like to be displeased. As you can find out from those citizens who at one time or another displeased him. Although I will admit it's rather hard to find such citizens in light of the fact they're no longer around and about.
Harry, you do not think I would be so rude as to displease a gentleman like Big Julie. Big Julie. Big Julie. When Nathan Detroit promises to arrange something, it will happen.
Well, interesting gathering indeed. The cream of society. Enter the Ox, Rusty Charlie, Society Max, Your Lips Louie. Hey, Harry the Horse, all the way from Brooklyn. And, pardon me, I'm very bad on names, but your face is familiar. Mind telling me where you're from?
East Cicero, Illinois.
What do you do there?
I'm a scoutmaster.
Don't ever help my mother across the street.
Love
Looks like the mail course from Blossom Town. What's the occasion?
Well, Lieutenant,
It's a party.
Indeed. What kind of
Come on,
party?
girls. See you tomorrow.
It's a bachelor dinner.
What?
Nathan's getting married.
That's right, Lieutenant. Nathan here's getting married.
Boy,
He's a jolly good fellow, he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow.
which nobody cannot deny.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so thrilled. Why didn't you tell me?
it was a surprise.
But when I saw you standing here with all these fine gentlemen, I never dreamed it was a bachelor dinner. I thought we were getting
No,
together to
it was a bachelor dinner.
It's a bachelor dinner.
A bachelor dinner.
just think. After 14 years, I'll finally be Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Time certainly does fly.
Tell me, Nathan, where's the happy day?
When will it be?
Come on, Nathan.
Well,
All these good fellows are kind enough to throw you a bachelor dinner. The least you can do is tell them the wedding date.
we have to get our license and our blood test first.
Gee, wouldn't it be swell if we could get married tomorrow night after the show at the Hot Box?
You can elope. You could drive down to Maryland. What's the name of that town? It's,
Pimlico.
Elton. Nathan, they'll let you get married right away, and you don't even have to have a blood test.
Ain't that unhealthy?
Oh, Nathan, this is a great idea. Elope. I'll even let you use my getaway. My Buick.
Oh, Nathan, let's do it, please.
Oh, what the hell.
My congratulations, Nathan. I only hope there's nothing to heredity.
I have so much to do before tomorrow night. You'll be at the Hot Box, right?
I will have a table reserved and be dressed in whatever it is you elope in.
I'm so happy. I ought to wire my mother. I don't want to wire her.
Send the telegram, but backdate it.
I should just wait till we have 5 children. Won't take us long.
Very lucky fellow indeed, Nathan. Beautiful dog. Wouldn't you say, Big Julie?
Tell me, how long you know the dog?
14 years.
Let's shoot crap. Nathan, you gotta find a place.
What can I do? The money from Sky ain't come yet.
Well, maybe it won't come. Maybe he took the dog to Havana.
He couldn't have. Could he?
dungeons where the prisoners were thrown to the sharks? How exciting!
That was like a million laughs.
Oh, here lies Christopher Columbus!
Hey, look, he's laying down. Care for a drink?
A milkshake, please.
Dolce de leche.
This is delicious! What did you call it?
Dolce de leche.
Dolce de leche? Oh. Well, what's in it besides milk?
Sugar. And a sort of native flavoring.
What's the name of the native flavoring?
Bacardi.
These are delicious. I'll have another. Doesn't Bacardi have alcohol in it?
Only enough to act as a preservative.
You know, this would be a wonderful way to get children to drink milk.
You okay?
Am I all right? Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clean. Well, sir, all I can say see how wonderful it really is.
No, I think we better get back if we want to catch the plane to New York.
No, I want to stay here.
Well, I'm taking you back.
No.
Look, a doll like you shouldn't be involved with a guy like me. It's no good. I'm no good. The only reason we're here in the first place is because I made a bet. That's the only reason. A bet.
How else would a girl like me meet a gambler like you?
Come on.
No.
I gotta think of what's best for you.
You talk just like a missionary. Thank you for bringing me back. I must have behaved very badly.
Oh no, you were fine.
Oh, Sky, hello!
Hello, Miss Adelaide. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Look, Sky, the girls threw me a kitchen shower. They went to an all-night drugstore and threw me a kitchen shower. Look.
What vulgar-looking jewelry.
That's very nice, Miss Adelaide. Do you know Miss Sarah?
How do you do?
Glad to meet you. You know, Sky, we're eloping tomorrow night after the show at the Hot Box, Nathan and I.
Well, good luck.
Thank you. Gee, I feel just like a housewife already. I'm gonna love being in the kitchen. I've tried all the other rooms.
Miss Adelaide sure does seem happy.
Oh, she's in love.
I guess.
Say, what time is it?
4 o'clock.
This is your time of day, isn't it? I don't think I've ever been up this late before.
How do you like it?
It's so peaceful and wonderful.
You know, you're realizing something I've known for quite a while now. My time of day is the dark time, a couple of deals before dawn, when the streets belong to the cops, and the janitor with a mop, and the grocery clerks have all gone, and the smell of the rain-washed pavement comes up clean and fresh and cold, and the street lamp light fills the gutter with gold. That's my time of day, my time of day, and you're the only doll I've ever wanted to share it with me. Obadiah.
Obadiah, what's that?
Obadiah Masterson. That's my real name. You're the first person I ever told it to. I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I
thought you'd be asleep by now.
Hello, Sarah dear. Good morning, Brother Matthew.
Good morning.
We followed your suggestion and stayed out all night. You spoke to a lot of sinners. Where have you been, Sarah?
I've been to Cuba.
You're even more tired than I am.
What the hell is this?
Wait a minute! I'm losing 10 G's!
What's going on?
Ah, stop!
I've seen a lot of strange things in my time, but this is the first time I've ever seen a crap game going full blast in a mission.
Crap game?
Sarah, you know I had nothing to do with this, right? Sarah.
I never should have gone with you. This never should have happened.
But you did it for the mission.
Did I?
Will I see you tomorrow?
Everyone's welcome at the mission.
That's not what I mean.
It's no good, Sky. You said it yourself. It's no good.
What the hell kind of doll are you anyway?
I'm a mission dog.